What's good, man? It's your boy Young House, man. We live and direct, man. Live on Paparazzi TV, man. We got something new and fresh for y'all, bro. Right now, I'm chilling with my man, Professor Righteous. He's a poet, come straight from Harlem, man. We done did everything else, man. We done had the rappers, we done had the actors, we done had the entrepreneurs, man. What's the first poet, man? So, Professor Righteous, God welcome you, black man.
Thank you, brother.
Now, you know, Professor Righteous, man. I gotta know, first and foremost, brother, you know, how did you get that name, man?
You know, I always felt that teaching is important.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I look at the professors in classes or colleges always teaching, they had that image where people just listen to them.
Yeah.
So I felt that was the image to have. The righteous part, just plain and simple, trying to live righteous.
What is that?
Trying, not perfect. Righteous don't mean I'm great on cloud. Just mean trying to do better than I did before.
Yeah.
And you know, not self-righteous, but just doing right and just trying to show,
Trying to
especially
live the
show
right way.
people that it's okay to do right, still strive for fame.
Okay. That's heavy, man. That's deep. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
You know, because for a second, man, I thought you was a 5%. That's why I wanted to, you know.
Believe it or not, I'm a Christian.
Okay, listen, man, you know.
But you know, I believe in other beliefs too, such
Cool.
as 5%, Islam. I got, you know, friends and real network with those other beliefs. But
So
you know,
so you know, even though you're a Christian man, you know, I see in your poetry you implement, you know, different things for different faiths and all people.
Exactly.
And that's a dope thing, man. Now,
Thank you.
first thing we gonna get into, man, I know not only you're a poet, you're an author as well, man.
Yes.
First we're gonna touch in the book.
Yes, Can't Be Sold Out. That's a self-published book. That's poetry. It's about 38 poems in there.
Okay.
And, you know, poetry, I try to be understandable. So, you know, where people can read and they just like conversating with them. That's what it is in here, you know, just talk about personal experience as a man, as a black man, things that I still got to go through.
Every day.
You know, like walking out the door worried I'm going to be alive to see another day.
Yeah.
All things like this, and that's what I've implemented in the book. And just really just still keep it simple, but still something to think about.
That's deep, man. Now, that's a dope title also, man.
So the word soul with a U.
Now, I understand because I got the knowledge.
Right.
So, but for those who, you know, maybe don't have the knowledge, give them knowledge on this.
Well, you know, Can't Be Sold Out. I personally feel that a lot of our kids, a lot of our youth, our African-American youth, they get this don't take too much pride in being black type of thing. You know, sell out. You know, do what that man says you do, how you supposed to act, how you supposed to dress. And for me, it's like, you know, having a soul like the afro, someone wearing the afro, you know, the whole
empowerment. Yeah.
I'm just trying to put more pride in that without being too radical. So that's the whole reason why I spelled soul with a U and ED at the end and Can't Be Sold Out. Just creativity part of it. You know, you see a sign that says sold out. I just be creative about it. Say can't be sold out.
And it's deep, you know, because that's telling people that, you know, no matter what, man, you know, you can't be bought, man.
Exactly.
You know?
You don't have
And,
to
you know,
compromise.
a lot of people nowadays, and a lot of our people, unfortunately, they feel like, you know, they have to, you know, and I'm not talking about white people because there's some decent white people also, but, you know, bend over to the quote-unquote system and just, you know, okay, you have to conform. No, you don't have to do anything, you know. You come from a lineage of queens and kings. You could do whatever you set your mind to.
Right.
If you want to, you know, listen, man, if you want to be president, you could be president. If you want to run your own corporation, you want to be your own corporation. You could do whatever you want, man.
Yes.
And, you know, I just appreciate you, you know, letting, you know,
Right.
you know, you're about empowerment. I appreciate that.
Yes.
Now, you know, one thing people got to know also, you know, how can they purchase the book?
Can'tbesoldout.com or Amazon.com as well.
Cool.
Each foot takes turns stepping on concrete, filled with dirt and leaves that fell off branches to be more down to earth. These concretes are on each side of the streets where vehicles gotta have that drive. The concrete, known as the sidewalk, is where I walk headed to a destination, looking for inspiration that will keep this dignified spirit in constant creation. I'm from the sidewalks where the corner parts of many blocks is a bonding of those trying to figure which direction they need to walk that will be a destination of some kind of hope.
You back on Paparazzi TV with the brother Professor Righteous, poet extraordinaire, and author. Now, we went into the book the first segment. This segment, we're going to go into the CD. But
Yeah.
So, for those, it's the same title as the book. What's the title again?
Don't Mind Me, I'm Just a Poet.
Okay, so what's the difference between the CD and the book?
Difference is it's more of a verbal part of the book.
Okay.
Speaking understandably,
Alright.
but still coming from an average Joe point of view.
Okay, cool.
That's the part where it says, don't mind me, I'm just a poet. Because you got a lot of people that gets into this star celebrity thing and not really having the heart to be about what they really
They
want
want
to
to be themselves.
Right, so that's why I did an average Joe, sitting down writing and just being a poet in a sense.
Cool, dope.
So,
Now, one thing, how many tracks are on the CD? And number two, how you have it set up where is it just a cappella or do you have like beats behind your words?
Oh, well, most of it has beats behind it.
Okay.
There's about 2 of them which is strictly a cappella.
All right.
10 joints altogether plus an intro.
Okay.
I'm big on, words, what I say.
You guys,
But I'm
you guys
still,
didn't order food, did you?
I still like, I like to have a nice production behind things. I listen to beats like Pete Rock, Premier, and, just think that, when you hear your favorite song, the first thing you hear is a beat. So I think that's important, but at the same time, not too much production because what I say still got to be important. That's what another part of Don't Mind Me, I'm Just a Poet comes in.
Something to grab at people, but something that's basic at the same time.
Right.
I get what you're saying. I get
Yes.
exactly what you're saying. Now, some of the production, you want to name certain people who actually, gave you the beats for the project?
Yes, I went to a studio called Green Studios. Producer Jeff Morocco Del Army.
All right.
That's out in Washington Heights.
Okay.
Good brothers in a house studio, basic, but still has a real professional style about it.
Dope.
It's like you listen to it, some people might think it's one of the big time Timberland type of producers.
Well, it's about the engineer. It don't matter the studio.
Right,
If you got the
exactly.
quality engineer, then you're good to go.
Yes,
You
the
good to go.
creativity, just how creative it was, and he took his time and he just told me how you want it. It's not about do it this way, do it. How do you want it when you listen to this?
Now,
That's important to me.
Where can they find the CD?
You can find the CD at CD Baby.
Okay. Dope.
Amazon. I'm working on a website right now.
Okay.
Just a little promise with that, but I'm working on it.
It's in progress.
ProfessorRighteous.com.
Okay.
CD Baby is going to be this.
How much you selling it on for CD Baby?
Altogether $10.
Okay. Once again,
But you don't want to buy the whole thing. They have singles. You can listen to it. And you can buy a specific single, which is $1
listen,
each.
get the whole thing. We're not trying to hear that. Support this brother.
Okay.
Support this brother. Get the whole thing. You got to spend money on all that other frivolous nonsense and bullshit. You go ahead and support the black
True
man.
story. True
Alright?
story.
And it's Young Haas saying that, the Bronx Road president. Now, before we go, like 2 things. Number one, because we short in time,
Right.
can you give us a quick, 30-second, jewel real quick,
Sure. They got this traditional style of poetry where every other line, words supposed to rhyme, where I can't be too loud or I might scare the crowd, where I can't be too energetic or I'll be looked at as full of anxiety. Oh, my bad. Let me introduce me. I'm this voice that when I step on stage or put words to the page, thy name is that who teaches as well as reaches with providing an image that's of a righteous form that's not quite considered the norm. But don't mind me, I'm just a poet whose favorite fruit is grapes. My favorite veggie is broccoli. I got a favorite cereal, that's called Cheerio. My favorite colors are purple and blue, but I'm no Crip, and I'm not the artist formerly known as. I'm just a poet.